Videos and Voices of the Unheard. We are 2B Stream, a global youth media initiative. And you're keeping it ugly with me, Joe Ugly, and my man Christian McClease Jr. And also in the studio we have my man Eric Pachowski, the athletic director. I almost said executive director, which is really what he is. But the athletic director, if I could speak over here, of New Haven school system. We got Christian, the young man who I definitely wanted to talk to for a while. First and foremost, man, welcome.
What's up?
You got it, man. What's up? He's got a school game on right now, so I can't even mess with him. But Christian, you have great accomplishments.
Thank you.
On and off the court. Personal life. You're an athlete. You're a basketball player. Let's highlight that.
Yeah.
But the big one now is you're heading off to Choate Rosemary Hall. And that's big, man.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
big. Prep school here in Wallingford, Connecticut, that many of the world leaders send their kids to.
Mm-hmm.
And you're heading there on a full ride, I understand?
Yeah, you could say it for right.
Yeah, that ride is full, man. Listen, man, I'm from the hood, man. If you got like more than 3/4 of a tank, you're riding full. So tell me about the road to this. First of all, why did you choose to go to Choate opposed to going, because you're a senior now?
Yeah.
And you could have went straight to college.
Yeah.
Why this route?
I felt like Choate was a way for me to prepare me for college and all that, and it was more beneficial going to Choate than just to going to regular college.
Okay, you say prepare you, and
Yeah.
I've seen you in other interviews.
Mm.
I've spoken with you, and we've had this open dialogue.
Mm.
You seem like a real sharp person.
A what?
A sharp person.
Oh, sharp. Yeah.
All right, okay, all right, man. You ain't getting dull on me. No. You seem like a sharp person.
Mm.
If someone asked me right now about you, just based on my interaction with you, I said, yeah, you sharp, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect this stuff.
Mm.
You don't think that you're college bound? That's interesting.
No, I it's not that. I just
You think you need more preparation, is what you said. Let me be very clear.
It's not like me as a person wise, me getting used to not seeing people that I hang with every day. It was
okay.
it was very emotional. It was emotional making that choice, and then after I made the choice, I started thinking I'm not gonna be able to see everybody I see every day. So it was a very
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. And and I'm quite sure a lot of people don't think of that. I need to prep myself to be away from the people I'm used to seeing every day. I don't care if it's friends or family.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where did you get that from? That's interesting.
Oh, it just hit me
Mm-hmm.
my everyday life gonna be different. It's not gonna be the same no more.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not it's not gonna be the same. Everybody that's here now gonna always be there. It's just me not being there physically. So
I gotta find out, man. You gotta tell me, what's your motivation, man? What gets you this focus, man? How do you get for it?
As in what
you seem so focused, man. Every
situation?
time I speak to you, now I need a situation.
No,
Every situation I put in front of you, you're focused on what is this? I remember you in an interview, if I may. I remember you in an interview, and you shocked the Jesus out of me when you said, sports is just an avenue for me to get to college.
Yeah.
And I was so impressed by that. I was like, damn, this kid is really. So, what's your focus? What helped you get that focus?
I just felt I gotta do what it's not really a hard question. I just gotta think on this. It's
go right ahead, man. You got time, man.
It's
my name's still on the wall somewhere. Go ahead, man.
my motivation is just I just want to see everybody. I just want people to see me do great. So be great as a person, be great as a basketball player. I just want to be great in everything I do. So not just in one specific thing. I want to be great in everything.
Do you find yourself putting too much pressure on yourself?
Nah, I feel like I need the pressure.
And if you don't get it, where does that leave you?
I feel like it don't motivate me. I need a task to finish. Like if I don't have a task, then I don't feel like I'm doing nothing.
That's interesting. So fill me in a little bit more about these tasks that get you going. Now, like I said earlier, everything I see you with and everything I see you doing, you seem like you want to be 100%.
Mm-hmm.
What started that? Or do you even recognize when it started? Or it's just something you always had?
I feel like it started like when people I feel like when it starts when somebody doubt me in doing something.
No. So you accept a challenge.
Yeah, I accept challenges. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's like me being doubted and people hating on me. I feel like
people hate on you.
Yeah.
Come on, man, get out.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Are you serious?
I'm for.
Damn. Somebody hating on you, they're real haters. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't get it. I don't get why.
I don't get it either, but go ahead.
But I feel like I need that. Like I really need.
Oh, that's what it is. You go looking for it.
Yeah, I need it.
It's like, yo, why you ain't hating on me today? What's up with that?
it gets me fired up.
Okay.
Like even in all situations, like if somebody there can't do something, I'm gonna prove them wrong and I'm gonna do it.
Oh, okay. What is the one thing, if you had to say, that you want to do in life? The one thing that you want to conquer? What would that be? Give them a little more headroom too.
Like, I feel like in life, like my biggest goal in life, I just want to be my own man. Like, I don't want nobody to boss me around. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. I just want to be me. Like,
but
I don't want nobody to change who I am. Like, I gotta change who I am to be successful in life. I just want to be me.
Okay. I might need you to drop in that chair just a little. Could you just come down a little? There you go. Cause yeah, we keep going.
It's the slow.
You're in line.
Of that, man. I just highlight the slowness.
No one's ever asked me to drop down.
Yeah. That was slowness of it. I just want to highlight.
We're losing all of this up here.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah. So you said that you just want to be you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be bossed around. Well, that's splitting hairs right now. Because, and I know right now you're young.
Yeah.
So if there's any advice I can give you, it's just be prepared that you're always going to have a boss.
Yeah.
You're always going to have somebody telling you
wait,
what to
do. Let me rephrase that.
Please do.
Like, not that I don't want to be bossed around. I just want to I want to love what I'm doing. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about the things that you do that you love right now that you think that you would like to do for maybe the next 10, 15 years or so. Because this might change.
I feel like I want to, my first thing I want to be athletic director like P.
You know, this guy got an impact on your life, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me about that.
Like, tell you about what? Like,
we're talking about Eric Pachowski, the athletic director. Here, he's in the room right now. You have taken on a father role, also a strong mentor role with Christian.
Definitely a strong mentor role.
Tell me about it.
So Christian came to me at the end of his sophomore year. I knew him. I didn't know him well, but he asked me for two things. He asked me for if I would train him because I'm a strength coach, and he asked for a job.
Mm-hmm.
And
he asked for a job.
A job, yeah.
Damn.
And
you West Indian boy? No, go ahead.
But it just straight came and sat down and asked me those things. Like, the season was over. It was the COVID year. And I had set up a game between Hillhouse and Cross that got canceled. And I did a luncheon after, and I was sitting at the table, and he came and he asked me for those two things, and I was impressed by that. Like, he was young. I think you were 14.
Yeah.
14. So he was young. And
no, I was 15.
And I just was impressed that he didn't beat around the bush. He knew what he wanted. He came and he asked me. So, I said yes. I would say yes to any kid that asked me, but I didn't. Then I gave him this lecture for like a week about if you're not going to come all the time and you're not going to work hard, I'm not going to train you. I'm not going to do it. And we're almost 4 years later now, and he's missed once in in all those years. But
Wow.
I gave it to him for a long time after he overslept one morning before the gym. But yeah,
Okay, was that like the early part of when you guys first started?
it's like the first couple of weeks, right?
Oh, you
Yeah.
learned the lesson quick.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're an individual that you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So he showed up and for the training.
Yep.
And want to put 100% in.
More than 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you see, this is a reputation you've built here for yourself, young man. Where it's whatever it is that you want, you're gonna go 100 for.
Definitely.
And that's why I wanted to know what's your motivation. Now we can get to that part. What motivates you? More than just wanting to be the best at everything. There's got to be something else that triggers. I'm just trying to pick. Not picking on, just picking out the point.
Something that motivates me. I'll say that, like, I really like. I just want to be like you said. I just want to be great at everything, but I also want to leave something behind for everybody to be like, oh, if he could do it, I could. Type of person. Like, I always want somebody to feel like they could have faith in themselves to be better than me in anything.
Being a good role model.
Yeah.
Now, is that to community or is that to school? Is that to sports? Where does that stand?
In everything.
In everything.
Like, anybody could be better than me in anything. You could be a better person than me. You could be a better basketball player. And you could be a better athlete than me. Like, I just want people to feel like, oh, I could do this too. And it's not just me. Like, everybody in the heaven could be everything. Like, you could be the top engineer in the world. It doesn't matter. As long as you being great at what you love doing, then I feel like that's what motivates me to do so great in everything.
Interesting. Now,
Wow.
I've seen you play ball.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you got bad fouls called on you.
Oh yeah.
And I've actually seen how you handle it. Very impressive.
Thing.
What goes through your mind on handling something like that? Because how old are you now?
17.
17. And when I saw you last year, well, actually, you both years, you played sports. And I tell you, you got bad calls, but you still compose yourself.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Like, I feel like if I get a bad call, like it's a part of the game. Everybody mess up, but I feel like I can't show emotions on the court because that portrays an image on me that, oh, he's just this. Oh, he's a bad person. So for me, I just keep all my emotions to myself. And like probably after the game, I talk about it, like, yeah, that was a horrible call.
Right.
But like on the big stage, like I can't show emotions on the court because it's like if I was to react something that I should never have reacted to, then what's the outcome of that?
You tell me.
It's like if it's like people will say that I'm a bad person, this and third, but
are you concerned of if you're getting a tech and getting kicked out of the game?
What did you say?
Are you concerned if you get a tech and get kicked out of the game? Is that part of the
that too? Yeah.
Okay.
That too. You can like it's about everything. It's about during the game and outside the basketball game. So I feel like if the way I act on the court, it also shows me as a person. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so the whole role model thing is highly important to you.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because it's like if somebody can't, like, I don't want people to depend on me, but I also want people to be like he's a great person. Like I want to be like him or be better than him in anything, like, for real.
I'm gonna ask you the same questions. I know in 3 different ways to the listeners. I know what I'm doing. I just wanted to see where you're coming from because this is like interesting to me to hear a 17-year-old in 2023 speaking like you are, and not only just speaking like this. I'm talking about, and I'm not here to try to blow your goody two-shoe horn. You know, that ain't what I'm about. By the way, I know your grandfather. We go way back. I know you come from a family of basketball players.
Yeah.
Is that a reason why you're so focusing on basketball? Because it seemed like you could have played any sport.
Well, at first I wasn't a basketball player.
Oh.
At first I was a football player.
Oh, okay.
And then growing up, I just like it just switched, like, cause like during football, I used to get like headaches, so I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna keep doing this if I don't feel good.
Smart.
So then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pick up a basketball.
Oh, okay.
And then so I really like started really playing basketball like my 8th grade year. Like, I really started like dedicating myself to playing basketball, and then I got here.
So
I got to interject.
Sure.
Because I see what he's saying, but what I see from an outside perspective.
Bring it.
Christian has an amazing family.
Yes.
His mother has never missed anything. Like an entourage of people come to every single game. His grandfather, his grandmother, his aunts and uncles, his cousins. It's when he got into choke, because I did a lot of the recruiting stuff for him. The coach was like, I hope the McClease entourage is going to come to our games because it will double our attendance.
Oh, wow.
And he supported, like, because a lot of people see me and him because it's public because of what I do, but beyond that, he supported so much by his immediate family and that structure. It's what made him who he is. Like, I see that because I deal with a lot of kids all the time. That's what I do for a living. But I really believe that the family he comes from is the product of what everybody sees. It's when he committed that night, we went out to eat so he could commit on the phone, and his whole family was there and just like around him and supporting him. And I think all kids could achieve to this level if they get that support. Like, it's so crucial. And if you spent any time with him, with his family around, you would understand. You would understand it. You would understand. It's part of the reason I took on such a heavy role, because I saw that and I was
Excuse me for just 1 second. Darth Vader, could you just back
I'm
up?
not doing it.
Who is? Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I understood that, and I knew that, like, the upside of Christian was going to be great because he had all the tools already before I ever mentored him for a second. I think he'd still be sitting in front of you right now if he never walked up to me and asked me for a job and to be trained.
I accept that. I meet you at your statement, and I raise you. I think he played a major role too. And I not knocking the fact that he has great family support. Christian, you have that, as Eric just said. You have great family support. Do you feel a need to share that nucleus, that family nucleus, with friends that you know that don't have it? Because I'll give you a good example, and then we could go on. For myself, I have a strong family support.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, my friends were always in my family. I brought them to the home. They always had that we all had that as well. My friends call my mom. We always had that. I guess I open up my family to all my friends always.
Yeah.
Do you do the same? Do you find yourself doing that?
Definitely.
Yeah. So is that like, is it accepted by your friends or?
Yeah, for sure. I got friends that they're not really my friends. I call them family.
Oh, so, okay. So
I really got like 3 friends that I could really like say like they family. Like my family support them whatever they do, like good or bad. So it's like I feel like once you apart, like once you really like my boy or my friend, you not really my boy no more. You start to become family.
Okay. So that's the important part about family structure, because you start to find yourself expanding it out to those who don't have it.
Yeah.
Because there are some who have it and they just want it to themselves. And, they don't share that family togetherness with people who they encounter. So they don't have that, what you just said.
I feel like they need it.
Exactly.
Because I feel like you got to share what somebody else can't have. Because you can't change somebody. Like, if I didn't have family and my boy had family, he gave it to me, I feel like I'm supported in any aspect. So I feel like you got to give what you think people need, because you never know what they come from.
True. Do you find as your friends that you do they give you that support, that true support, or do you realize that some of them can be it can't come across as if they're envious of you having that relationship.
You're trying
Your
to
family,
wait,
support.
restate that again. Restate that again.
Do you find that your friends that you bring into your fold, that you want to make it, you have them as family?
Mm-hmm.
Do you find them accepting it as whole family, or is it just fragmented family? And if you need me to break it down even more, I will.
I feel like they know that it's real love. Like it's like it's really there. It's nothing. It's no fake in it. Like it's really it's real.
I guess where I'm going with this is to ask: do you feel sometimes as if your friends are pulling you away from your family as well?
No.
Okay.
Never.
All right. Because where you are right now, as Eric just explained, that family support has really made a difference in your life. And in your travels, you're going to realize, as you probably have already, as you just expressed that you have already, not everyone has that. It just does not exist to everyone.
Yeah, it's life.
Right. But when you let people into your family, do they appreciate that gate that you have opened? And the point that I'm getting to is, if you find yourself as that, are you strong enough to cut that person off?
You can explain that more?
Sure. You have someone that you let into your family, and you realize that this person, no matter how many years they're your surrogate family.
Yeah.
They're a sub family. They're not blood, but they're still in there. They're in your. But they have this thing where they're dragging down look, after a while, you're now 17. Let's look at 18, 19.
Yeah.
You find yourself with those friends who are like doing things that are not in line with your family structure. You're getting ready to go away. They probably still maintain some form of relationship with your family.
Yeah.
But because you're not around, you're going to be off to prep school or such. And they stop doing things in the streets or such. Do you see yourself being able to cut yourself off from that?
Like cut them off from being with them, or
yes,
yeah,
because that's a real big decision to make.
Like I could see me like cutting it down to a certain extent. Like no, I'm not with that. Like I know how far I go. Like we could chill, but like if you're doing like the dirty work, then now I'm not with that, bro.
Okay, and you see, that's important. That's highly important.
Because I feel like nobody could change me. Like if I know I'm not that kind of person, that I won't. Feel me? I can't associate with that. Like you still my boy, but you on your own road.
Okay, and the reason why I ask that is often too often than not, young men have friends that they grew up with. They're their boys, they're their family, and they advance in sports. You've seen and heard the stories, and they advance in life. But there's that one or two friends from back in the hood or back in your neighborhood. I don't necessarily mean hood like hood. Back from the old days, one of their friends, I don't care where you're from, one or two of their friends just drag them into the nonsense. And because you're the star, your name kicks into the press.
But then that's like it wasn't really your friends then. Because if they dragging you into that means they don't want to see you do good.
Right. But, sometimes it happens and you don't even know it's happening until you're in the mix of it.
Yeah.
Look, it happened to Michael Vick. And I'm just putting that out there. You have stories of individuals. I could name a list of individuals who have your structure, your family structure, have moving forward. And then they just have friends in the background who just doing crazy stuff and drag them right back into, doing their stuff. And the athlete don't have it in them to say, not today, Satan.
What if the athlete drags him forward? Because that's how I feel about Chris. Like his friends, like he brought him to get jobs with me.
Whoa.
He basically when he first started working for me, he pushed two of his good friends towards our office, towards what we were doing. Invited them there, asked if they could come there, talked me into giving them jobs in the summer. I feel like he pulled his friends forward.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big. That's good. education. When did you realize that education played a major role in the whole pathway to college through sports?
Uh,
Well, we know to college, yes, but it plays a major role in sports. Let's go that way.
you said when did I realize?
Yeah, because that's something I don't know if you did. Someone pull you aside and tell you this, or did that something that popped up on you?
I'll say I realized I was like growing up. I was always like I was above like my grade start process. Like I always knew like what was going on before like somebody in my grade actually would. So I feel like I knew that grades played a part when I was like third or fourth grade.
Is that right?
Like I knew young. Like I knew.
Okay. Well, again, I checked you out. You got what, 3.6 grade, 3.8 grade point average?
3.5, 3.6. Yeah.
3.5, 3.6, which is good. Damn. Very good. And that is very good. This is what.
It's about 3 points higher than mine was in high school.
So you find a lot of people. You find yourself focused on school, education, and it started off at a young age. So this is something that did it start with you getting this? What did your parents read with you? What was it? What was the connect?
You're gonna laugh.
No, I wouldn't.
No. So I'm like, I was like in kindergarten, and I had like my class had got in trouble, so we had to write lines. So I'm like, my mom was helping me, and then she just started getting angry. She's like, "Oh, how you don't know how to do this and that third?" So I'm like, "What you mean? I'm in kindergarten. I really don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm just writing just because."
Right.
So as time goes on, like I just started learning by myself. Like I just kept learning, and then I always was like learning more than I really needed to. So I just picked up on everything that was always in front of me. So, and then I think it was like third, fourth grade. I was at Cross. I grew up in Cross. Then my grandfather, he was talking to a kid about school. So that I was like in the mix of the conversation. So I'm just sitting there listening to all of it. So I'm like, I can't mess up on my grades. Because I don't want to be in a predicament where my grades is something that's bringing me down. So I'm like, nah, I need to stay on top of all my work. So that's how I really learned about my grades and how I really need them to get ahead in life.
Wow, it's always interesting how kids connect with grades, education, the importance of it. Like you just overheard a story with your grandfather.
Yeah.
And that just motivated you to go forward. I mean, I have one kid that graduated from across the street, Big Blue, but his whole thing was another story, just being on campus at 3. And they were playing hack-a-sack and frisbee, because it was study week at Yale. And they just let the kids start playing with him. He was locked in on Yale. Could not get him to move from Yale after that. He ended up going there and was determined to go there. So, it's always that thing. But anyway, speaking with my man, Christian McClease, he is an athlete here out of the city of New Haven. He was a football player, but now he's a basketball player. He changed over because of headaches.
Yeah, headaches.
And those headaches make him start thinking smarter than harder.
Yeah.
Find yourself on the ground a couple times with headaches, or they were just there?
They were just there.
Ouch. I feel for you. Bring me to nutrition. How important is nutrition to you?
For if you don't have a good diet, then you won't be I feel like it takes you down too. I feel like if you can't be a basketball player eating pizza and wings every day. I'm trying to say
But you do indulge.
Huh?
How strict is your diet?
I feel like I get a little passes.
Yeah.
Actually, I get a little passes here and here.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's my choice too. If I want to go eat pizza, then I'll go eat pizza. But I feel like I don't need to eat pizza. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't need to eat all that stuff.
So the discipline you have discipline in that area as well, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, this is how much I'm going to eat because I don't want
it to affect me. Yeah.
Okay. I understand that when you first started with Eric P, you were a skinny kid.
Yeah, I was skinny.
And you put on some weight. I think you put on how many pounds and how fast?
So we haven't weighed him in a while, but before this season, he gained about 57 pounds in a year and a half.
In a year and a half.
Yeah.
And with that 57 pounds, well, wait a minute. You put on 57 pounds, man. Listen, that's a little toddler you just put on you.
Bro.
No. Question. So what did that diet consist of?
Like, what you mean?
Like, what were you eating all the time? Like, when you put on this 57?
Yeah, I need some cheats over here. Like,
I don't know if we could give him
that's a secret.
Eric, just give me a chance. Look at this. No, let me stop.
Eric has a formula, I guess, that you work with your athletes on.
The real thing is when you train as hard as we had Christian training, you have to take in protein 45 minutes after the workout.
Wow.
If you don't, your body will actually eat the muscle instead of recover and grow muscle.
Oh,
wow.
And also, Christian drinks protein after workout before he goes to bed at night. Because if his protein level is low and you train that hard, it has the opposite effect.
Oh, so it's about being ahead of the muscle recovering and
Correct.
giving it that so it's not recovering from its own self.
Yeah, and in any workout, even if you're a runner or anything like that,
Yeah.
if you don't replace with protein within a 45-minute window, it's really the opposite effect of what you're
wow.
Now, if
Wow.
you're dieting to lose weight, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about training to be an athlete.
Yeah, you need to build that. Yeah.
Important part is you play basketball, not football, and you put on 57 pounds, was it?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
He was growing also. So it
yeah.
wasn't just,
But obviously it went in the vertical, post horizontal on you. So, but here's the thing now. As a basketball player, how do you feel with that? Do you feel like the weight is? Do you feel slowed, like you're being slowed, or do you feel energized? What did you get out of this 57 pounds? What was it to help you control the center? Because you want a power forward, correct?
Nah, point guard.
You're a point guard?
Yeah.
I thought you just hogged the ball. Now just go ahead. Go ahead, man. So okay, you're a point guard, and so speed is a necessity. That was my whole point about this. Speed is a necessity. How do you feel with that 57 pounds on you?
Me, I feel like it made everything easier. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Go ahead.
It made like I was bigger than everybody. I was stronger than everybody. So I feel like you're in front of me, I'm gonna kill you.
But the program is to make him bigger, faster.
What a bully, yo! I don't want to play basketball with you.
The program is bigger, faster, stronger. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's the type of weight you put on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the weight we put on.
Right. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
when I see him on the court, I'm like, yo, I feel bad for anybody who running. Yo, I'm just watching him. I'm like, yo, he is a truck going through people.
Truck. He's a steamroller, flat blast.
He's a nuke. He's the nuke on the court, bro.
Okay, so you find yourself going up against someone who is maybe a little bit smaller than you.
Mhm.
Do you share a moment of compassion?
No, I bet you not.
Let a guy speak.
Sorry.
What you mean by that? Like, do I like?
Do you just
Oh,
plow
no.
through them, or you just go for?
Well, like if we playing like pickup.
Mhm.
Oh no, it's free ball game. But if we playing like referees, then like you also getting a save from the ref. So you gotta play smart. You can't play physical. You gotta play like a smart way. So I feel like the predicament changes during the situation. Right?
Mhm.
So
if you find yourself moving as a point guard, you cross the I said half court line.
yeah.
You're getting ready to put up a three. Someone smaller than you try to go steal the ball from you. Do you put a body on them so you could get that foul at the same time and knock them back so you remember the next time?
Oh, I don't get the ball. Like I I won't dribble the ball. I'll bring you right to the little square there on the bottom of the
Yeah.
basket, and I'll bring you right there.
Oh, you're taking them all the way down.
Yeah, all the way down.
Oh, okay.
All the way.
It's like forget this three.
Yeah.
I'm
But
going in for the hard two.
hard to. You don't have to foul me.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna feel this.
Or you're gonna have to flop and try to get a foul goal. But I doubt it's gonna work.
Well, you already said because you know how to compose yourself anyway. So I
Yeah.
think the refs around here, they're aware of that.
Yeah.
That, you're not gonna go off or anything. You're gonna play through.
Mm.
What do you do when you're having an off night?
What's
What's the mentality? Where do you go with it?
like it? If I'm having an off night, I feel like it depends on what kind of off night though. Like if I'm having an off night, like my shot not going,
Mhm.
then I'm gonna have to go to the basket. I'm gonna have to try to do what I gotta do to like for me help us win. Or if I'm having an off night, and, like I'm getting like boxing one, like where somebody just specifically guarding me, then I feel like I gotta make plays for my teammates to score.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta set my teammates up. But if I'm like just having an off night, I gotta change my game plan. Like, I gotta go to the basket. I gotta shoot the mid range. So it also changes on like what kind of off night. You could have different kinds of off nights.
Say you play school this month.
Mm.
Second time you're playing them
Mm.
next month. Or let's just say you played them last month, they won.
Mm.
You come into the game, you're getting your second time at them. And they're coming at you.
Yeah.
You went into the game with revenge on your mind, or payback, if we may, on your mind. Oh, I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
But then it comes up an off night. And do you keep shooting? Well, you say you go to your teammates. Let's just say your teammates are not picking it up because now their mental is a little off. Because they've been beaten before, and now let's say first quarter they're down 6 to 8 points. Do you feel a need then to step it up?
Yeah, I feel like I gotta put the team on my back and keep going.
But what if it's your off night? How do you handle that?
I feel like you gotta make next play the same thing. Like the next play gonna be better.
Are you carrying the previous game, the game that you played the month before on your?
Nah, that's out the window.
Okay, so it's just you.
It's a whole new different game. Like then, if I'm having an off night that game, then the next play is the play that's good. So you always gotta have a mentality that you always, if not this play, the next play, or I'm gonna make this shot the next play, or I'm gonna make the better play the next play. You can't always think about the last play or the play right now. You gotta think ahead.
Eric, where you found this guy?
You know what I was going to say? He only gives you if he has an off night,
Yeah,
I want to talk about it. But he doesn't.
go for it.
He gives you, no, I'm saying to him.
Oh,
After
okay.
the game. But he only gives you a really short window, 5-6 minutes. Then he tells you, I'm not talking about this game anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Is that right?
So it's a short window. So if you want to talk about an off night with him, you better catch it, talk about it, and move on because he'll stop talking about it. So he definitely moves on from it.
Oh, okay.
In real time.
In real time.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with the off night.
Again, where did you find this guy, man?
I told
He's
you,
17 years
He
old.
walked up and said, could I have a job with you training? That's how I found him.
This guy, you're highly impressive, man. Now you're going to Choate Rosemary Hall. What's your goal over there?
My biggest goal, graduate from here. Biggest goal, but then like school goals, finish off honors, get good grades there, of course. Oh, gotta get good grades everywhere.
Mhm.
Then I feel like I gotta meet new people.
Okay.
I gotta get close to people that I've never seen before. I gotta be able to open up to a lot of people, like, feel me? So I just gotta meet new connections, meet new friends, and this always this be myself there. Like that's don't let the school change who I am. Like I just want to be able to come back from Choate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, congrats, you graduated from Choate. Boom. Then they see a better me.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to come back, not different, but I want to come back better than how I was leaving Whipper Cross.
But here's the deal. You go to Choate Rosemary Hall, and I keep putting the whole name out there so people could Google it.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I highlight this, you're going to be around people who are from way wealthier spaces than you have been. Are you prepared for this?
Always.
Are you preparing yourself for this?
Mhm.
Run into someone who may give you the whole they better than you just because they have some they come from a wealthier space.
Mhm.
How you gonna handle this?
Like somebody like coming to me like personally
You
and
don't
like,
have to. They have attitudes.
oh, then
He's beating around the bush.
Yeah,
Hit
I
him with
am.
the question. Hit him
You
with
know,
the
I'd
question.
rather let them go ahead. No, you're gonna. I was gonna lead right into it.
Okay.
Right into it. He since Eric already put it out there, I'm gonna let him know you're gonna get hit with some serious racism, man.
yeah.
So what's your do you have a mechanism in play that how you're gonna deal with this?
Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take it in first.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna take it in. I'm gonna play it out like I don't care about it. Then
All right, don't give him your full playbook.
uh,
Let him meet you when you meet you.
yeah.
No, and the reason why I say this to you is because you're wrong, Eric.
Mhm.
For as long as I've known this guy, 5 years now? Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the way I see how he work with kids from the inner city,
Yeah.
I'm very much so impressed. I like it. I see how he treat kids from the inner city with respect. I don't get that. Well, you've been around him for 4. So correct me if I'm wrong. Don't get scared, man. Tell me, he been treating you right?
Yeah, of course.
All in all? 100%?
Hell yeah.
Never change?
Nope.
My point is, you're not going to meet people like him.
Rare.
You're not going to meet people of his hue, if I may, his complexion.
Mm-hmm. That's like him. He
That's
rare.
like him.
He rare.
You're
You don't find people like him for real.
For real. And I want you to be aware of this. And I want you to be mindful of this when you go into these spaces that you know that you belong.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure the school will want you to feel as if you belong. So don't let anyone let you feel like you don't belong. Speaking with my man, Christian McClease, he is athlete, ambassador, if I may, a true ambassador of the city of New Haven. Look, man, I'm proud to say, like, you know, that I know you.
Thank you.
Social media, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first of all, how many different social medias do you have?
3.
3 of them.
Like on what? Like
You tell me.
Accounts or
Yeah. How many accounts do you have?
2?
You have 2 accounts.
Yeah.
What do they look like?
Like I got a bachelor page, then I got me.
You got a personal page.
Yeah, like I mean.
Your personal page is the big one.
Yeah.
Are you mindful of what you post?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Like I feel like if I'm posting like anything up there, somebody could try to use it against me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like whatever you doing, like somebody will try to like make it seem like you not who you say you really are. Like so I feel like you just gotta like be aware of what you post, but you also gotta like be you. Like don't try to like portray an image that you this kind of person and then you get the real life and you're not that person.
Right. Well, here you are, a local star.
Yeah.
How do you handle?
Huh?
What's
He
that?
said, yeah, quick to the local.
Yeah, yes. You're a local star. How do you handle the distractions that come with that?
I think like how do I or like
How do you handle it? I'm
um
quite sure you got the young ladies are in your face.
yeah, I got a girlfriend though.
There you go. You got your girlfriend. By the way, how does she feel about you going? Is she a senior also?
Nah, she dream.
Okay, so she glad you stayed local here for another year. Was that part of the equation why you chose to stay kind of local?
50. Not just because of her. I want to stay for family reasons too.
Okay.
But she a part of the reason too. But
Okay.
But I feel like I needed to go to show.
Right.
I feel like I needed to go to show.
Okay. Cool. So you get this. So there's distractions that come with that. I'm quite sure people also post negative stuff on there too. Might drop some. Do anyone ever come for you on social media?
Like throw shots at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No. Wow, he said of course.
Like
it's common.
they're not shots, but like you
Yeah.
know how you like somebody make a post, but it's an indirect post, but it's subscribing you.
Or they subbing you.
Yeah, something me.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't know if you know that. I mean, you go back. You go
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
ain't know if you know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You know, I try to stay going. No, go ahead, man. I try to stay relevant. No, go ahead, man. But all right, they subbing you, and how you handle it?
Me, like for real,
Yeah.
I laugh at it. Like I
For real?
like I laugh. I
That's
laugh.
what's up.
Like I laugh at subs. Like
Right.
I find them real funny because
Right.
like I know you doing this
Yeah.
to get attention from another person on social media.
Oh, okay.
But then like if I were to see you in real life, then it was I was just playing, bro. This and third. I don't take it as that, but I feel like social media is two different people.
Mhm.
Like
Correct.
you could wake up on social media and act like you're a millionaire, then you're in real life. Then
Right.
what? Then you got people that'll be on social media and be like, I'm this person.
Mhm.
Then they're a whole different person on social media. So I feel like social media, you two people.
How do you navigate that? Do you find yourself sometimes feeling the need to portray that? Because this is of your generation, definitely not mine. How do you navigate social media?
Like, what you mean by that?
How do you find yourself maintaining who you are on social media, knowing that the crowd pushes to the fake life?
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, the fake life gives you likes, it gives you, people want to follow you, all that stuff. It gives you full attention. How do you navigate not wanting that attention?
I feel like social media, like me as a person, like I feel like it's no need for it. Like
Mhm.
I don't really care about it, but I care about it for the bachelor reason. It gets me out there.
Mhm.
But like for other reasons, like I just feel like I don't want to ever feel like I'm somebody I'm not. Like I always want somebody to be like, oh, he's the same person on social media, off social media. So like at first, like people probably thought I was like a Hollywood person. Like people thought I thought I was Hollywood. But
Yeah.
like once you really meet me, then you really get this.
Well, why do they get like you Hollywood? Just because you play sports and
Yeah,
stuff?
it's because of an image of me playing basketball. Like
Right.
I'm good at basketball. He's not gonna talk to me. He thinks he's above us because he's a basketball player.
Right.
But me as a person, people like he's like I'm genuine. Like I'm gonna say I'm open to a lot of people. I don't care like race, who like whatever. I don't care.
Okay, that's interesting. Because listen, man, you're doing some big things, and to be able to navigate social media is huge. That's gigantic. That is one of the biggest challenges for your generation. How much time do you put on social media?
Like how much I stay on it?
Yeah.
Like throughout the day, I probably be like an hour or two.
A whole hour?
Like just not like in like consecutive.
Yeah,
hour.
I know, but
like I probably look, check, boom,
Yeah.
go do something.
Yeah.
Or like, but like it probably added to an hour. Yeah.
So you averaging roughly around 2.75 weeks per year. That's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot of social media, man.
That is true.
Then look at it that way.
I think everybody though.
Yeah.
I think he's probably on it not a lot for his age.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen
Yeah,
some
that's
kids that
low.
Yeah.
allude to
That's
it,
like
right?
what he's doing is literally what I do. Although when you look at it weekly
Yeah.
screen time, it looks like it is a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weekly is screen time, but like I don't be like staring
On
at
a day,
It.
Yeah.
Like, I
yeah.
just be like, this cool. Like
Yeah.
this nice.
It was an hour when you looked that day. Remember? I was like,
Yeah. It was an hour and 19 minutes.
I was
Wow.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
9 minutes.
You were 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like me. It's like, okay, can't do no more. But
Yeah.
that's because we have different responsibilities as
Yeah.
well.
Coaches that recruited Chris,
Uh-huh.
all because they investigate, they check kids' social media because they're
Mhm.
not going to give you $75,000 to go to school
Mhm.
if they go on your social media
Mhm.
and it's negative.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone that we met with
Mm.
through the process they were all impressed with how he portrayed himself on social media.
It's such a major role. I think social media today is like right up there with your grades.
Yeah.
100%.
And if you're running around with poor representation on social media, I can guarantee you can have a good GPA, and the schools will be like they'll be concerned, and especially you're a young black man.
Yeah.
So that that's gonna be you're already starting behind, the way behind the starting line. So if not a yard or two behind the starting line.
But he to me, he's giving a blueprint
Mm.
for younger people behind him. So
I want to hear Eric just a little bit.
Yeah,
Can you come in a little
yeah,
closer?
so he's given a blueprint to
Uh-huh.
me. You guys interviewed Willie Darden,
Right.
7th grader.
Yeah.
The one thing I asked Chris is to pay it forward.
Right.
So Chris is working with Willie. He helps him in basketball and everything else. But we talk to Willie all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We talk to Willie because he's young.
Right.
And even that generation of the middle school kid is
Mhm.
even more in tune to social media and all
Mhm.
that. And when I talk to Willie about you should be doing this and you should be doing that,
Mhm.
I use him as an example because
Mhm.
Willie definitely looks up. He definitely looks up to you.
That's
Definitely,
awesome.
I guess it's way why
That's
he didn't
awesome.
work out. But so he's setting like I can't wait to see where this ends
I hope it never ends.
So
Hope
I'm
it-
saying, like,
yeah, I know what
because-
where it evolves. Yeah.
because he's setting a blueprint
Mhm.
that at least for the rest of my career I could say
There you
this
go.
is what you have to do.
Right.
This is what if you're a good athlete
Mhm.
and you want to really make it and you want to really be successful,
Mhm.
here's the blueprint.
Christian, I was going to get to that, but Eric beat me. The thing that I wanted to know is what's your give back? Now, I understand now that, that's Eric Dalton, another athlete here out of the city of New Haven. What is it, 14, 7th grade? Or 8,
He's
13?
13, 7th grade.
13, 7th grade. And here you are getting ready to head off to, you're getting ready to exit high school. What's your give back? Because Eric has done great stuff with you. You've gotten a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
Tell me about your give back.
Like what I want to come back and do.
Yeah.
Um.
Or what do you do now, and where do you find yourself? Or what you plan on doing, as far as it goes. So
Like
give back.
my give back now is like I just like say if like a kid I want to play basketball be a good basketball player like I help him work him out. You can come work out with me like anything you wanna like chill with me. Come on, I don't care. Like, I don't got nothing. To hide.
So you really ain't Hollywood.
yeah nah.
Nah,
So,
man.
like kids like even kids that was on my basketball team from this year. Like I always told them like even if I come back on break, I'll come to the gym with y'all. I'll come practice with y'all. Like it's never like I don't want nobody ever feel like if I'm gone then I'll change. Like I'll if I build a relationship with you, that it's forever. Like, it's like nothing's gonna change.
That's the family structure.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
Yep.
You just see it. In,
It's so great. I was speaking with Christian McClease, Christian McClease Jr. I got to say that, don't I?
not a junior.
I'm not junior.
You're not a junior?
Nah,
I thought you were a junior.
My uncle is junior.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, my uncle junior.
Oh, okay, all right. But I'm speaking with Christian McClease, basketball star here in the city of New Haven. Kilroy by Doy. Just had to throw some crazy nonsense in there. It's great having you on here, and I'll probably actually push this on. Make sure we send this over to the podcast for other network as well. So for that sake, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Very proud of you. And I think you're going to do great things. I think you're going to represent, you're going to be a true ambassador of the city of New Haven. I think you're someone that the city is going to look out and say, yeah, that's one of our stars, if not our star, the star. And without trying to maybe make sure that I'm not putting any pressure on you because you see me like you put enough on yourself. You don't need me to add on. But I wish you the best.
Thank you.
And I think that you're going to do great. I have
appreciate
my biggest confidence is you're going to do great things, man. Listen, Eric P., thank you so much for
Welcome.
being here and working with this young man. And guiding him to where he is right now and where we're going with it.
There's hundreds of Christians in New Haven.
Yes.
There's hundreds of them. Like,
Yes.
Christian just happened to end up around me like that, but
Mhm.
there's hundreds of Christians, maybe more. Like
Mhm.
we don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of us see them, but the outside world doesn't necessarily always see them. But
Mm-hmm.
I hope anyone watching this looks at this and knows that this is more in the majority of our kids
Mm-hmm.
than in the minority. So
There you go.
I mean, not quite Christian, but there's hundreds of them.
No. But Christian, you're a great representation of it. And I think that to parents out there who watch you right now, I think they'll look at you and be very proud of you. I think everyone is out here rooting for you, man. So you do your thing and get them indoctrinated in Basketball Hall of Fame real soon, you know what I mean?
He's got a lot of work to do.
Let's not waste too many years on this, man. I have a friend who's waited 40 years before he actually seen his name come up.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, I don't think he has that record, but that's another story. Anyway, I thank you guys very much for coming in and hanging out with me and enjoying with some of my nonsense. It's amazing where time flies. I just must be having so much fun. Like I didn't even get to all my questions I wanted to ask you, man. But that's life. But I did hear a lot from you. I wish you the best. Anyone you want to shout out?
Thank you. I want to shout out P, my grandfather, my family, everybody who supported me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna make that proud.
That's what's up. Eric Pachowski, the athletic director here in the city of New Haven. Again, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being on. Keep it ugly, people.